Hello friends and welcome to Hades, and also welcome to the very first video I'm uploading to YouTube. My name is Domo Make Bonsai, and originally I intended for my first upload to be Darkest Dungeon 2. The game will fully release on the coming Monday the 8th of May, and I'm extremely hyped to play it. But you know how life is, and unfortunately I have to go on a 2 weeks long business trip on that very day. Yeah. So Darkest Dungeon 2 will be delayed for a bit, and for the time being we will have some fun with this beautiful game right here. For those of you who don't know, Hades is a roguelike hack-and-slash action game that was developed by Supergiant games, who are also responsible for Bastion and Transistor, and just like those two games, Hades has become an absolute fan favorite. And for good reason, because it is just so well done, has such great character design, fantastic voice acting, and you just feel that the devs poured all of their hearts into this. And I guarantee, if you're new to this game, you will love it just as much as I do. So what else do you need to know? We will be playing as Zagreus, the guy you are seeing on screen right now, here on the right, who is the son of Hades, the Greek god of death. The two of them are actually on pretty bad terms with each other, and so Zagreus decides to leave the underworld, which Hades obviously wants to prevent, because no one, alive or dead, ever leaves the underworld. And that is pretty much the gist of it. Everything else I'll try to explain while we go. And so I'd say, let's create a new save file and jump right in.
Few tales are told of Hades, whose very name inspires fear and penitence, reminding us of the inevitable fate which we all share. I, however, mean to tell you such a tale. Listen carefully.
Goodbye, Father.
And here we are. So,
With this place.
this is our character, Zagreus. We've got some basic controls. I'm using an Xbox controller to play, which I would recommend to everyone wanting to get into this game, because mouse and keyboard controls just won't handle this very well. We can have dash to dodge enemy attacks. We have a basic attack, which we can chain into a 3-hit combo. We've got our special, so we can ram our sword into the ground, create this shockwave that will damage enemies. And we have a cast that will shoot out a crystal like that we can then pick up again. On the bottom you see, bottom left, you see our hit points, 50 out of 50, and the one crystal that we have for our cast attack, which we need to pick up again in order to use it again. So that's the basics. And we will be able to move through this labyrinth here, from room to room, in which we will fight enemies. And these are the doors in which we already can see the reward that we will get at the end of the room. So this is our very first fight.
I'm leaving. Try to stop me.
These are very basic enemies, of course, and will not pose much of a threat right now.
Heads up.
Still, I don't expect us to win our very first run here, because, you know, it is a roguelike game, and there will be some ways to improve our character, obviously, between runs. So we are not very strong at the very beginning,
She is.
but this is one of the things that will help us to get stronger during our runs. This is a message from one of the Olympian gods, especially Athena right here, and those serve two purposes. Firstly, we will get some dialogue that will give us new information and maybe progress the story. And secondly, we will get a boon that will allow us to upgrade our abilities and become stronger.
It's got to be her. Then here goes nothing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Hail, noble cousin. Now, let's get you from that miserable place. I'll see that all of us upon Olympus do our part, beginning here with me.
Okay, so this is the screen in which we can choose which boon from Athena we want to have. We always will get 3 choices. And for now, we can upgrade our attack to do more damage and to be able to deflect, which you can see on the right side. It will turn foes' attacks back against them. So if an enemy shoots at us, we can strike it, reflecting the projectile, and it will then be able to hit enemies. Then we have the phalanx shot that will upgrade our cast to do more damage and also be able to deflect. That is like the special thing that Athena has got going for her. And we have the divine dash, which will make our dash deal damage if we dash through enemies and also make us able to deflect attacks with that. And this one is very, very good because normally the dash gives you some distance to the enemy, but it doesn't make you invincible. So this is very, very helpful to get some additional iframes and be a lot safer. So I will take this one right now.
Where you are, goddess, but thank you.
And now we can go to the next chamber.
Lance.
So now you see when I'm dashing, I've got these protective shields around myself. And this indicates that we have the divine dash of Athena to protect us. Also traps on the ground, which we obviously have to play around, but we can also use them against the enemies. And this is darkness. Darkness is like the currency that we use to upgrade and get more bonuses between runs. We will see that later. So now, for the first time, we have a choice to make. Which way we want to go? We have this door
Has its own reward.
that will give us an increase for our maximum HP, and this one, which is a boon, a message from a different god of Olympus, namely Ares, the god of war. And I think we will just take this one. Come on, I tried to slap him into the trap there. Okay, and this was our very first hit that we took. But not too bad so far.
This one was bound to show up, I guess. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
You've got quite the fighting spirit in you there, I have to say. Most intriguing, and yet no surprise for someone born in hell itself. You come on out of there and tell me all about it. I'm a fellow student of death, you see.
Oh, I just love the dialogues of the characters. It's so well written. Okay, what do we get here? Okay, so this is our first rare boon that we get. So the boons that we can get from the gods have different rarities. They can be normal rarity, which is white. Then they have a rare rarity in blue. And an epic rarity, which is then written in purple. The only difference between those rarities of the boons is that the numeric values are increased then. So you see we have the Curse of Agony, which will make our attack inflict doom. Doom being like a delayed damage bonus. And then we have the Curse of Pain, which makes our special inflict doom. And if we had a rare Curse of Pain here, it wouldn't do 60 damage, but maybe 75 like the Curse of Agony does. And then we have another one, the Battle Rage. After slaying a foe, your next attack or special deals more damage. Yeah, that's not so great right now. I think I want to upgrade either our attack or our special here, because there's a delay for the damage to proc, so to speak. I normally like the doom effects of Ares a lot more on slower attacks like our special right here. But I think because of the higher rarity we will go with the Curse of Agony right now.
This means war.
And we get a bit more darkness, which isn't bad. Which isn't bad at all, because we need it to improve between rounds. And you see there, we hit an enemy, we wait a second, and then he takes 75 damage. Which isn't anything to scoff at, because you see normal attacks doing 20 damage, 75 extra. That's quite a bit.
The underworld's power.
And there's our darkness. Okay, now we can go to a shop, or we can get some money. Because we only have 57 gold pieces, which you can see on the bottom right corner, I don't think going to the shop is worth anything at all. So just get here, get some money.
Wretches.
And maybe we can make the next shop do something for us. Okay, you see this enemy was glowing yellow because he was armored. Armored foes are something that you need to look out, because you have probably seen when I whack away at the enemy here,
Coin from the dead.
they get staggered a bit and they can't attack. But if the enemy has armor, he will not be staggered and therefore be able to immediately attack us between our attacks. And so you gotta watch out for this a lot. So, 100 gold for us. And now we can get more gold, or we can do this one. And why not? There, you see this little skull symbol here on the bottom. That means that there is a mini boss fight here. So these guys are not that easy. You need to watch out for all these explosions. But still, it's one of the earlier mini bosses and not that hard for that. Okay.
There's only one heavenly archer I know of. Well, several, really. Anyway, in the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
I've heard about you. Look, I'm not like all the others on Olympus. The power of the hunt helps keep me company, so maybe it'll help you too.
Ooh, some nice choices here. Okay, we have a boon of Artemis, the goddess of the hunt. Her special thing is critical damage. All of her boons have something to do with the chance to deal critical damage, which can be very, very powerful. And to say the least, I regret taking the attack of Ares right now, because having the normal attack of Artemis would be a lot better, I think. Then, like you see, now we can get the special to do more damage and have a critical chance. But switching it around would be a lot better for us. So, what do we want to take here? So pressure points gives us a chance to deal critical damage with any attack that we do. So even our doom attacks can be critical, I think. Which isn't bad, but it's only 3%. The special being stronger with plus 80% damage and a 20% chance to deal critical damage isn't bad at all. So I think we'll take this one, because the true shot cast, it's like a bit more damage and a 10% chance to deal critical is not that great, I think. Deadly Flourish it is.
The power of the hunt sounds like good company to keep.
Okay. After this chamber we will get our first keys. These are also a currency to power up between runs and to unlock new stuff. Like, what would you do with a key? Huh? You unlock stuff. Ha, nice one. We can one-hit these guys with our Flourish now. Ooh, these Scarlet guys are really troublesome when they're armored. Because normally they don't have any health and they just go down like in 1 or 2 hits.
I found a key.
But if they are armored, they can be a lot of trouble. Oh, that was a bad one. Shouldn't have gotten hit there. Okay. We're almost down to half health.
Nice.
Which is mainly because we don't have a way to heal right now.
Fight.
But this one is very good for us right now. Increasing our max health could be a very big difference for the future. Maybe we even have a chance to defeat the first boss on this first run. Because our boons right now aren't half bad. Ooh, it was a bit dicey there.
Centaur heart.
25 max HP and even more important, 25 current HP as well.
Numbskulls.
Oh, bad hit there. Ooh, and hit by a trap. Hate when that happens. But it will happen a lot more times, you can be certain. Because I'm just a dingus like that and I always fail to look out for that stuff.
A palm of power.
Okay, so this is a pomegranate of power. And it basically gives us the ability to upgrade our existing boons. So all of our boons are level 1 right now, and we have now 3 options that we want to upgrade to the next level. Upgrading the Divine Dash really does nothing, because it's just like a bit more damage when you dash through enemies. Meh. And the other 2 ones are actually not bad. It's a bit regrettable that you don't get additional critical chance if you upgrade the Boons of Artemis, but only a damage upgrade. It would be great if you could upgrade your critical chance there. But it's still very useful. But I think of all of these that we have for choice right now, doing 30 more damage with our regular Doom damage from our normal attack is definitely the
We
best.
must have lots of these upon Olympus.
And we get another Palm of Power. Yo, that one wasn't fair. He shot me from off screen. And you saw that was a critical hit down there. 270 damage. Absolute overkill. Not necessary at all. But hey, it's fun. And very, very useful, for example, against bosses. Oh, more damage from Twaps. Why? Go more. Concentrate. Okay. What do we get?
Power of Olympus.
Another upgrade for the Curse of Agony. And as you can see, further upgrades will reduce in effectiveness. So for the first upgrade that we put on our Curse of Agony, the damage increased from 75 to 105, 30 points extra. Now we will only get 21 points extra. So normally you want to distribute these upgrades between your different boons. But I think 16% more damage on the Deadly Flourish still isn't better than the direct damage upgrade for the Curse of Agony. Okay, 266 gold is actually enough to go to the shop. And maybe, yeah, I think will be more useful than getting another boon from Artemis. Because you can buy boons on the shop regularly. Yep, and there is one. So first, let's talk with Charon, the shopkeeper.
Why, good to see you, Charon, mate. Just minding my own business, taking in the sights, and hey, what's that you got? Some sort of wares for sale? Then I'll just have a look around.
Yeah, you can see he's not the talkative kind, but still, really nice guy and very, very useful in the runs.
Beyond the present chamber lies the outermost perimeter of Tartarus, promising terrifying dangers far beyond the Underworld Prince's reckoning.
And I can reckon quite a bit.
Yeah. So this is the boss chamber, which we will fight our very first boss. And you can see that's a special reward that we will be getting at the end, in case we manage to actually defeat the boss. And in order to do this, I think we want to buy this Artemis boon.
Cheers, mate.
It feels unseemly
Athena.
to make contact from that most unpleasant boatman's stash of ill-gotten wares. Nonetheless, this was an opportunity.
Okay, what do we get? So again, we get to choose the Phalanx Shot or the Bronze Skin, which would just like take 5% reduced damage from all sources. Okay, from foes, not all sources. That means traps will still hit like a truck. Brilliant Repose isn't bad because we can deflect attacks and make them deal more damage to the enemies. I think Bronze Skin is a good boon to have when you can find it with a higher rarity, because 5% is not that much. So I think we will actually take the Brilliant Repose.
Divine protection.
Now we don't have enough money anymore to get health up, but we can buy this one, food, you know what it is, it's healing. And with 58 HP, I think we at least got a shot at dealing with this boss. So let's try and go ahead.
Well, this is awkward.
Halt, Zagreus. Not one step further.
Come on, Meg. Haven't we had more than enough of each other by now? Besides, don't you have someplace else to be?
Your father sent me. All in all, I'd rather be on your bad side than his. Now you can turn back, like a good little man, or I can send you home the painful way. What'll it be?
I'll have to go with the painful way.
Yep.
A man after my own heart.
Let's fight Megara.
Closer, Zagreus.
Ooh, when she hits like a truck. I think I should be using our Doom damage a bit more to be able to stay out of harm's way. Okay. Ow. Ooh, one more hit. Oh my god! We actually managed to defeat her.
Almost had me.
Oh yeah, she definitely almost had us.
Achilles might know what to do with this.
Okay, and we got some Titan blood. We will see later what this is for. For now, leave the Tartarus.
How did you...
Don't mind me, Father.
Okay, so this is the area between the different areas of the game, which we will always get to when we defeat a boss. There's always one fountain, which restores part of our health. And not very much right now. 19 HP will not be enough to get very far on the next area, but whatever. And we have a small shop, in which we can buy some things. I think because we won't get that much further, buying some darkness seems like a really good idea.
Worth it.
And then we could try getting a bit further by using this Hydra light to restore 10% of our max HP when we enter a chamber, which will be like 8 HP per chamber. We've got the gold. We lose all the gold that we don't use at the end of the run, so why not? And also we got this one here. And on this
Wash away my boons.
pool of purging, we can sell boons that we got that we don't want or don't need anymore. Also, like with the choices that you get for getting a boon, only 3 of your boons that you have, and so the one that you want to get rid of might not be here, but for now I don't think this is very important or helpful for us. Okay, here's some little thing.
None other than those in the trusted inner circle of Lord Hades are authorized to enter the intricate chambers connecting the vast regions of the underworld. But the prince decides to barge in anyway.
I barge where I please.
Yep, because Zagreus is just that ballsy and doesn't care for any rules. Okay, so I think this was a very, very successful first run already. And I think we will end the video right now and continue with this run on the next video. For now, my name is Domo McBonsai. I'm your friendly little neighborhood tree, and I wish you all the best. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!